Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Moses just recognized there were some really powerful truths here, and that if he could take these truths and reemphasize the basic principles with his people, he may be able to help them to overcome this belief in a dualistic world. And so he said, now the first one we have to understand is don't have any other beliefs other than the one belief, and that love created everything perfect. Get rid of every other belief as an illusion, as darkness. So now if we know that, that's the principle, that love is the intelligence that expresses itself as energy, and that in the beginning love created everything perfect, and anything contrary to that is just as much an illusion as a flat earth. Now the primary false belief that we've created a God out of, to get rid of, is a God of opposition. It's an opposing power of evil. There is no such thing as an opposing power of evil, or the devil, or Satan. That's a belief. The primary false God. There is one God, there is one love, there is one principle, and there is no power that can oppose this one principle unless we give it that power by believing in it. As long as we accept the belief that there is an opposing power, we believe in a world of what? Duality. And that's what Moses said to the people. Don't eat of that tree of knowledge of good and evil, because when you do, you're going to be banished from the tree of life. We cannot reap the benefits of the kingdom of love, or God, if we start eating of this tree of duality. For in God's kingdom there is no opposing power of any nature. Evil has no reality in the kingdom of God. This is an attitude which we must establish in our own experience, and first of all in our own minds and hearts. I know that if I could just turn on the light switch, the darkness is gone. This is an attitude which we must establish in our own experience, and first of all in our own minds and hearts. There is one God who is all good, all powerful, everywhere present. There is no power or evil to oppose him. We find that, you see, I was in the healing arts religions for a long time. I acted as a Christian Science practitioner for many years, and then also became very involved in the unity and religious science because I was really searching out this area of healing. And until people are able to become aware of the state of consciousness that they're believing in that may be causing the disease, they certainly have to take the proper medical help that's available to them. But if we can combine the best of every world and then recognize that we can release resentments and hatreds and angers and all that type of thing, then the healing process is accelerated to a marked degree. But this is the thing we got to say to ourselves now. We got to get rid of this thing of beliefs that there's a devil, or there's evil, or there's my daughter was raised that God is love and that she was created in the image and likeness of God, and she really believed that. One time she looked at a chart in school when she was in just grade school, and had the livers and the lungs and the hearts and the kidneys and everything. And she said to the teacher, I don't have all those things in me. The teacher says, why? What do you have? She says, I'm just filled with love. The teacher says, no, Judy, you've got lungs and livers and kidneys and everything else. No, she said, I just got love in me. Now, in reality, she was right. Because you see, all those livers and lungs and kidneys and everything are what? They're just vibrating energy from the source. And that source is love. That's being expressed intelligently as a liver, as lungs, you see. And when we can comprehend that, then we know God creates only perfection. And nothing's going to happen to any part of our body until we fulfilled our purpose. And life does not constitute the body. We come into this little experience to have some experiences. We move out. We've always been, we are now, and we always will be. So we get a whole new concept of body and a whole new concept of life. Then she went to Sunday school with a friend of hers. The Sunday school teacher says, who is your worst enemy? She says, I don't have any enemies. I love everybody. Everybody loves me. Oh, but you got an enemy, said the teacher. Well, Judy said, no, I don't have any enemies. Oh, you do. It's the devil. Judy came home and says, Daddy, who's the devil? Who is this devil? That's my enemy. It's again a belief. You see? And we got to release that belief. God is love. And that's all there is. Light. That's why they talk, let there be light. And there was light. See, it's always related back to that metaphor of light.